Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Bridget Phillips is pushing on the third reading of the Children's Education Bill. Now, within its provisions, she's making claims that, oh, look, these things are wonderful, we're doing them. And of course, it's the usual mantra of, won't somebody think of the children? Let's put the children first. But when you actually look at what they're proposing, it's nothing to do with children. Far from it. One of the proposals is, the introduction of free breakfast clubs so that children from, malnourished backgrounds get fed, basically. Aren't they supposed to be cutting the welfare bill? Weird, but hey, okay, I'll go along with it. But then we get to the insidious things. Number one, they want to introduce a register for homeschooling. They're saying this is so that they can, again, protect the children. No, it's not. It's control. It's because homeschooled children cannot be indoctrinated with Labour's Marxist mantra. How dare parents teach their children facts and figures and how to count and not teach them the left-wing view of the world. This is bad news, isn't it? Imagine that. Imagine all these children coming out after being educated with critical thinking, free ideas, associative thoughts, ideas that they can look at something and look at the facts and not have to put a sheen of socialist rose-tinted glasses on it. Horrifying, isn't it? It's a terrible idea. And so they want to control that, and they say they must work to a national curriculum. At the moment, parents don't have to work to a national curriculum. They can choose to do all sorts of other things. The law is quite clear. The law, as it says, said children must receive an education. It does not say what or how. But this government want their Marxist left-wing national curriculum to be the gold standard. We know it isn't. The International Baccalaureate is a much higher standard, and if parents teach to that, why shouldn't they? Because that does not impose socialist values. It teaches you facts and figures and important things from history, and etc. The other thing that's wrong with this bill, and again, won't somebody think of the children, is the reform of academies. Now, academies were brought in to lift up the education standards of children. They were brought in by the Labour Party. Tony Blair, remember, education, education, education. Well, again, this current Labour Party does not like the academies. And the reason is simple. The academies are good. They give an excellent education. Parents are queuing up to get their children into Labour's academies. And this Labour Party doesn't like that because it means that some children don't get into the good schools, they get into the shitty schools. And so they are going to embark on what they call reform of the academies. This means dumbing them down so that they are as bad as your bog standard comprehensive, to coin a phrase. Why? Well, they don't like the idea of some children receiving a better education than others. They say everybody should be, treated the same. They should all get shit educations. Rather than raising the standards of a comprehensive to an academy, it's much easier and cheaper to let academies sink down the shitter. Well done, Labour. Constantly looking out for the children. What a bunch of hypocritical twonks. It's no wonder so many people now, more than ever, increasing numbers, opt for home education, homeschooling. They just don't trust schools anymore. Who can blame them? Let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Bye.